Wow, hello. I was having trouble getting this to start. Good morning, good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day, right? Oh, it's March 17th, but it's gloomy and we haven't had the sun for days. I feel like days. It's starting to get to me, but welcome to Odessa Rose Creates. I'm Robin Schmidt, and I'm an independent chalk couture designer, which means I get to share with you the love of chalking with our reusable silkscreen transfers, Chalkology paste and inks on all kinds of home decor and DIY home and gift items, whatever you'd like to create with our silk screens. So I've been gone for a couple weeks. 2 weeks ago, my husband tested for positive for COVID. So I packed a bag and left the house and got tested, and I ended up being negative. Which I really needed to stay negative because my granddaughter was expecting my daughter was expecting her baby any day, and I was to watch the older children while they were at the hospital. And all that happened while I was gone for 2 weeks. So I'm back, and here is a picture of the little man. You can see that without too much glare. Today he's got his little St. Patrick's Day shirt on. He was born Friday evening, so he's just a few days old. And here, maybe this will help. I feel like I'm getting a lot of glare, but maybe I hold it down here. Anyway, he's super cute. See him there? He's heading back to the doctor today to check his jaundice situation, but I think he'll get over it. Like all of my kids, her kids have all been through that, so I think they'll be all right. So welcome. So while I was gone out of my house, which is where my studio is, I got some packages from Chalk Couture, and I'm gonna find me on my Facebook page here so I can just make sure to see if anybody is saying hello while we're chalking here. Good morning, Donna. Hello, Susan, Debbie, and Susan. Same guys. All right. Yep. Yes, he's really cute. His name's Callum. Callum. Michael, which is spelled E-A-L on the end because, funny story, it would have been his great grandpa was a Michael, and so was his son. And when the great grandpa was born, whoever filled out the paperwork on him misspelled Michael. Instead of A-E-L, they spelled it E-A-L. So they just kind of kept that in the family. There's lots of Michaels in the family, or middle names of Michaels, and they all have E-A-L instead of A-E-L. So I did not misspell it on my post. If you saw that a couple days ago, I posted about him being born, but it is E-A-L, Michael with the E-A-L, Callum, C-A-L-L-U-M. So yeah, it was good to be there and healthy when I had to watch the kids. So hey, if you're new to chalking and you don't know what Chalk Couture is all about, you could check and visit my website, chalkcouture.com/Odessa Rose. There's all kinds of ways you can be involved with chalking. You can just be, but be a customer and buy silk screens and chalk paste and all the tools you need. Also, you can join our club, which is a monthly subscription. You get a size B transfer every month and 3 colors of paste sample packets to create with. And also, throughout the year, you will be getting other discount offers only to club members, and shipping rates are only $4.95 for no matter how much you order. So you get flat rate shipping. So good deal to be a Chalk Couture club member, and you can see that all on my website, which there should be a link. Hopefully you'll see that link. So while I was gone, I got a few new things. I got some of these. These are our new little cutting boards. These are meant for decorative purposes to chalk on and craft on and create. So those are fun. I got the bunnies, which we're going to work on next, or here today. But I also want to show you the truck Our vintage truck cutout is brand new, and these are the accessories for it. So let me open up the truck first. So here we go. All right, here's a truck. And we have transfers that go with the truck. It's double-sided, so you can create on both sides, as is the transfer. Then these are the little add-ons, and these have little transfers to put in the back of the truck. So you would chalk on Christmas tree or pumpkins, watermelons, things like that that will sit on the truck. And then this is the stand it stands on. So probably tomorrow we will work on a truck. So that will be fun. I'm excited to work on the trucks. I'm excited to work on the bunnies. With Easter around the corner, I'm thinking we better get some bunnies done. However, I'm going to create garden bunnies today. I'm not going to necessarily be Easter themed. Oh, and I also got our new quick dry tool, which I want to try today. This is similar to looks of a heating gun, which is what I use now, like for embossing. But it's super hot and it can scorch your paste. It could also scorch your transfers if you get it too close. So you want to be careful with that. So this is not as hot, but yet it's quieter than a hair dryer. So I'm excited to use this. I'm going to plug it in instead of using my, although I don't know if I'm going to do too much chalking today. Well, I'm going to do a little bit, but not like a lot where I'd need to dry it. So this was my heating tool. This was an embossing gun. And I'm going to plug it in the quick dry tool, and we'll see how that works today. So we'll set that up here. I believe there's two settings. You see how quiet that is? There's the higher one. It blows a nice warm air, but not like so hot that you're going to end up burning something. So let's give it a whirl and see what it's like. Let's put this back over here. And see if we can get rid of that box. So bunnies. Bunnies. Like I said, I've been gone. I had to be out of my house for 2 weeks while my husband stayed here in quarantine and with COVID, and he didn't get super sick. He was had a really bad head cold, basically, some aches and headache for the first few days, but then it was basically just a head cold. So here's our bunnies. Here's the little sitting one. And these are actually like MDF, but they have a whitewash treatment on them that looks like wood grain. So you can see that. So you can chalk directly right on this, or you can even paint it, or do a little color staining on it, or actually sand them down and get a little wood look to it, which is what I did. That's what one of my leading designers ahead of me, Brenda, did on her truck. I think I've seen her do it on the rabbits, or the bunnies. But I also did it on the bunnies. So I took this set out to my workshop and used a hand sander and sand it down to get to see some of the wood, but yet some of the paint is still there. I did not do the edge because we're going to put paper on the edge today on this set. And then I probably will still use our transfer. This is our bunny transfer. It is called Bunny Duo. And let me show this to you so you can see what it involves. So it's going to have solids. So you could chalk the colors of the solids right on the bunny. They're meant for just the one side. One facing one direction, the other direction. So you wouldn't be able to do this side with this solid transfer, okay? And then they also have like the hair and whiskers and highlighting the features, of the bunny, okay? And then it does have a few flowers. If you want to put a few flowers on them, that's what comes in the Bunny Duo. But today, I'm gonna change it up a bit and get a little bit more creative. I still might use like the whiskers and ears and stuff like that on the solid cutouts. So I sanded them down, both sides, and I've pulled out some papers. I think I'm gonna work with this one. This is, like I'm saying, these are gonna be like garden bunnies. So I have this pretty paper. Look, it's got these dragonflies and butterflies on that side. Okay. Well, I also think this one's pretty. You could take parts of it and put on the bunnies. And then more pastel, if I wanted to go more Eastery, we could do something in pinks and blues. And these are really pretty too. So I might save these for another set. And I think I got 5 sets. But I think I'm going to work with this one today. And we'll just see where it takes us. My idea is to run strips of it down the sides. I'm going to glue that on. Kind of like I've done with my hearts. But I guess I don't have any down here finished because I sold that one set. Shipped those off to yesterday. So, okay, so what you need to do is figure out how wide you need your strips to be, okay? And let's see who's saying hi. Say hello, everybody. We have 27 people on. I have lots of people watching. Denise, Jeremy, Leanne, Kathy, Jody, Louise, Denise. Same people are showing up. So say hello. Okay, so let's get started. I need a ruler. I think I should remember how wide these are, but I'm not. So yeah, it's 3/4 of an inch. So we need 3/4 of an inch strips. And I think I'm going to cut it this. No, let's see. If I do it that way, I'll get all wood. And then I'm going to do one of them in this pattern on it, and the other one in this pattern. And then I'm thinking about actually cutting out some of this and putting it on here and kind of tear it, and then like up to this high, and then go ahead and put his face, chalk on his face features, his facial features on there. I think that will look pretty. I also want to make sure I get the bunny going in the right direction, so he needs to go this way, because that would be a bummer if I had it on the wrong side. So I'm going to lay these out here so I don't forget which way my main front of my bunny is going to be. So that one needs to go that way, and this one needs to go this way. So they need to go these directions. Okay, so we need 3/4 inch strips. So take your paper cutter. I'm going to measure out 3/4 inch strips. I'm going to cut this off first. So yeah, if you haven't gotten any, if you haven't ordered any of these rabbits, now's the time. Like I said, they're not just for Easter. You can use them for spring decorating and summer. So I assume we're going to need several strips. I'll cut 3 for right now. Just see if we can get around one bunny. It's going to be tricky getting around all these little bends, but we can get an idea how many it's going to take. Probably 2, maybe a little bit more. So what we need to do is get some Mod Podge. Maybe on this one I want to put the dragonflies on. And this one I'll put the trying to decide if I want wood on this one. I'm going to go ahead and do the wood on this. We'll make them all wood looking. So yeah, say hello. Okay, we're going to add, you know what, I'm going to add the Mod Podge to the paper strip. So I need a little bit of cardboard so I don't get Mod Podge on my mat. So I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to put the Mod Podge on the back side of my strip. So when I got home yesterday afternoon, I went right away and started, like, you know, disinfecting and threw the bedding in the laundry. John gets home and goes, I just washed all the... I thought it was funny that the bed was really made. He goes, I washed it all. I'm like, well, it's getting washed again. What can I say? So I'm just shoving this in here. See if I can get it in all these little, what is this? His hands. I can get it to stick. So I'm just pressing it onto the side. I'm trying to get it in his little hands. That's probably the trickiest part, but I'm getting it in his hands there. And then up along the side. Around his ear. Could always like stick a, well, even our multi-tool, push it down in these little areas that are tight to reach, like this. So you can see that it's getting on there. And now we need to put Mod Podge on the second piece and finish this side. And then we'll have wood around our bunny. So it's looking pretty cute. So let's do the next strip. And sometimes I do these, I just paint the bunnies first or like color wash them and then put the paper on. Or you could just do it right on the white bunny without painting them. But if you're going to change the color, you want to do that first before you apply your paper. So you just start where that one ended. Continue on. Push that in there like that. Just making sure it's pressed up tight in all those little indentions there of his body. Make sure it's sticking down. It wants to slide around a little bit with all that paste on it, or Mod Podge. So we're getting it. Looks good. Continue down. I'm just going to go ahead and just bring it on around the bottom there. Okay, so now he's got it all around him. Cool, right? So guys, we started out with one of our bunny cutouts from Couture. They come white with, they're MDF, but they have like this white painted wood grain on them. And I sanded that with my hand sander, palm sander, or whatever they call them. Then I cut out strips of paper, 3/4 of an inch, which is how wide the rabbits are. I think all of our cutouts are about that size. And then I just glued it on. So these are the same bunnies. So you can see the difference in it so far. So we got the paper on. Kind of want to let that set a little bit. You know, make sure it's getting dry down there, okay? If you're in a real hurry, you could even apply some heat to it from the heat gun, drying tool. I think we'll be all right. I'm just going to let it set like that for a minute. I might go ahead and do the other bunny. And I think on this bunny, I'm going to do the other side of that paper. Let me set some of this stuff down so I have more room here to lay everything flat. So we'll set our original bunnies back there. Okay. I have one of it already, so here was one side, the wood, and the other side is this butterfly dragonfly. So I'm going to use the butterfly dragonfly for the next bunny. So they coordinate with this paper. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need another strip. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to cut it. So we'll cut another strip, or 3/4 inch wide, on my paper cutter. So we can go all the way around the second bunny. Then we're going to apply some of this paper to the bunny's face side. Here in just a minute. Let's set that out of the way. Get this out of the way. Couldn't find my brush there. And now I got glue on my ruler, so let me clean that up. So, hello Jennifer, love this idea. I get my paper off of scrapbook.com, and usually I just search whatever I'm kind of looking for. Most of this I look at vintage paper. I just type in vintage paper for a search, and it will come up with lots of these pretty papers that I like to use. But you could also search whatever theme you want. Christmas, you go vintage Christmas, whatever you're looking for. Or just Halloween, Easter, fall, whatever. Kind of narrows it down. Oh shoot, I glued the wrong side. I gotta let that dry. We want to glue the wood side. Focus, Robin. Focus. All right. Now we got the right side. Let's start here. Go around his little tail. Just keep pushing it down till you get it to stick. Takes a little while. And usually after this is dried really well, I will even sand these corners to kind of round them a little bit. And it kind of helps blend in the paper into the wood, if that makes sense. So here's a good time to use my multi-tool to get this down in here, the back of his head. It's a lot easier doing this on the hearts. It's not really hard, it just takes longer because you got all the dips and valleys of the shape of the bunny, but to go around a house or a heart would be way easier, but it's still working. It looks cute. This helps using this multi-tool to get down in there, definitely. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's the back of him with the little butterflies on him. It's going to be cute. Now this one, I'm going to have to dry the Mod Podge on that side. I don't want to waste the paper. So I'm just going to dry this Mod Podge a little bit, so I can touch it without it being sticky. Because I put glue on the wrong side. Welcome back, thank you. Hello, Karen. All right. I'm not frozen. Looks like I'm frozen. There we go. Okay. Mod Podge the brown side, and we'll finish off this rabbit's edgings. And we're going to do some more paper crafting on it. And so we just continue on where this strip left. I'm going to do this. It looks like this side almost matches up. Almost. And we can cut off the extra. Okay, so now we have that bunny's edging done. I'm gonna let that set. Just making sure it's pressed on really well. Get out the little air pockets. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so it's set that down. I'm gonna wipe off my cardboard and we'll go on to the next step. I always try to wipe this off so it doesn't get all clumpy. Okay. Put this in my water. Oh, I might need that, I guess. And I might need this. Okay. So now I'm going to take my two bunnies. Here they are with their edges done. They're cute just like that. Even if I just put their little faces on and hair detail, that would be really cute. But I'm going to, make sure I get the right side. I'm going to put a little bit of this paper down here on the bottom of the bunny. So what I really need to do is lay it on top and then flip it over. I'm gonna line up the bottom edge to the bottom edge of the bunny. Flip it over and trace it so I know where to cut it. And I'm not doing the full bunny, I'm just kind of maybe do his lower half. So I need a pencil. And it looks like I need to sharpen this pencil, but lining up the bottom edge of the paper to the bottom edge of the bunny, okay? And I'm just gonna trace around it here. And then I'm going to cut that out. And I know there'll be a little bit of an overhang. You know what I really like to use is my little short scissors. Grab those. I almost can't see the pencil marks there. And I'm just going to cut across the bunny because that's where I'm going to tear the paper and have it kind of fray into the rest of the wood. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I'm going to have to retrace this part. I can't really see his hands very well. I need to sharpen my pencil so I can see. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I think I was following the cricket's antenna, thinking that was my pencil line. That doesn't quite work that way. So now it's like this, and I'm going to tear this up here and kind of make it look not so cut, I guess. Let's go down. Like that maybe. I'm going to do a little bit lower. So I'm going to Mod Podge that on. And I think that's how I want it. And then we'll sand the edges and we'll put his little face on. see that? I'm going to just put that right back. On the bunny. Of course, you want to push out any air pockets you might have. Okay, so now it's on him. And when this gets really dried well, I will like sand off the paper edges that are overhanging with just hand sand, just like this. You just kind of go like that, and it'll kind of tear that paper away. And you can even do it now when the Mod Podge is wet. It kind of tears it easier. Just don't let it stick to your other paper that's on the sides. But you get the idea. You just kind of sand that off. Okay, so there's this bunny. And I'm going to work on getting that paper off a little bit more. You can take time and sand it all around here, but I'm probably going to put some distressed ink around the edges to antique it a little bit. Just getting that extra paper off. Okay. Now this guy, I think I'm going to leave him more the color of the wood and just do his outline. I think he's pretty just like that with the two of them setting together. I think he's kind of neat. It might be kind of cute to cut out. If I had a little, I think I do have a little butterfly transfer that I could put on his rump. Would be really cute. Or you could even cut out, you know, one of these and put it on there. Would be cute. Maybe the, I don't know, it's kind of small. Maybe the, there's one there, but I hate to waste that big piece of paper. And I cut out, the dragonfly would have been cute, but I cut off his wings. Could do the yellow dragonfly. That's almost too big. And that butterfly I cut off also. Let's do this butterfly. Even though part of his wings are cut off, let's see what it looks like. I can always chalk on a butterfly. Just try to make it like going off the edge. might glue that on there. And then we'll put their face features on. With our transfers. That'll be cute. Press out all the extra glue. Okay, here we are so far. Boop-a-doo. Little bunnies. And now we're going to add, which we'll want to wax these first because we're going to lay our transfer on top of paper and basically almost like unfinished wood. So it's a good idea to put a little bit of wax over this before we stick this sticker on it to put on their face features. Still got paper hanging down over. There we go. Okay. Wax. And I'm just using Minwax. Paste finishing wax in the natural. This is basically protecting the surface. Well, it's actually protecting our transfer because we don't want the transfer to stick to paper or to stick to this unfinished wood and kind of ruin the sticker of the transfer. So it's best to put a little bit of wax and it helps it not stick and get ruined. So we have a little wax on it. I think we need black. I'm thinking black paste, black chalk paste. Could do, no, I think we better do black. Anybody else saying anything? Hello, hello. I love your technique. I used to use scrap paper all the time. Now I need to try this. Yeah, I am not a scrapbook. I didn't do scrapbooking because I didn't have time when I had my store. But I love scrapbook paper. The designs of it now. It's so pretty. All the layering and designs I put on it. I'm going to put a little fuzz on the back of this transfer. It's feeling pretty sticky. So I'm just pressing it on my towel here a couple times. And then we need to line this guy up. Just laying it right on the bunny. See where we are. I think we can go a little bit this way. If you kind of press it over the edge, you can kind of see where it's hitting the different places on the rabbit. I think I can go up a little bit. Don't know if it's meant to go right on the edge or not. No, I would say not, so it needs to come down. I haven't really played with these on the actual wood pieces where they need to set. Looks pretty good. I'll try this. If you hold it up to the light, you can see, like, I don't know if you can see. You can see where the bunny is compared to the lines for his ears and mouth and everything. So I'm just holding it up and see if I like where that hits. I think it looks pretty good there. Okay, so smooth it out. Take your little mini squeegee. Put on his features right over the paper. Okay, getting off all the extra paste, putting it back in the jar. You can see how easy my transfer picks up since I put the wax on the surface. Look how cute he is. He's so cute, right? I let him dry. I might have a few more tricks up my sleeve for him. And then let's do this one. Same thing. Let's get him on where we want it. The best thing is to hold it up so you can see. Okay, get the second bunny done. Applying our black Chalkology paste. Scraping off the extra. Getting rid of the squeegee lines that it creates when you squeegee it over. All right. So we have this one done. So I'm going to put the little dry tool, quick dry tool on them and get that paste dried. And then I think I'm going to do some treatments to the edge of the bunnies. Maybe a little metallic wax that I have, and some stained ink. So let's dry these. See how quick they dry with this gun. Yeah, so cute. Hope I'm not freezing. Looks like I am. Am I frozen? Looks like it. Gotta get used to that tool. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of more wax on it just to protect that chalk paste. And then I'm gonna show you some other stuff that I like to use. You're not frozen, okay. Well, my screen is frozen where I'm watching it. My camera's not frozen, but okay. For some reason I can't get, I even went out, came back in. Let me try it again. weird. Okay, so I'm going to put just a little bit more wax over the... Now when I'm trying to watch on my iPad, I see a black screen. But I'm glad you can see me. Okay. So I put regular wax over. They're so cute. Can you see them? All right. And you could use some distressed ink. I also like to use this stuff. This is called Metallic Luster by Deco Art. I have it in 3 colors. I have the iced espresso. So it's like a metallic wax, kind of like. I have it in champagne, iced espresso, and gold rush. And I like to brush it like, sometimes I'll brush it even on a surface, but I also like to put it on the edges. And this is just gonna, I think it's just gonna make them a little bit more pretty. And I'm trying to decide which color I want to use. The gold, the champagne. You can see how gold it is. It's really, really gold. We have champagne. And I also have this iced coffee. This one's new, iced espresso. I haven't used it. It's more of a brown metallic. I do think I want a little bit of the gold on it. And I just use my finger. But you can also use, I have cut pieces of a dry board eraser and have used that also. But I'm just going to put it on the edge. And it's just kind of gilding it, I guess you could say. I'm going to see what it's like if I use this thing. Yeah, you can get in those areas better with the sponge. You can see what it's doing. Adding a little gold to the edge. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. It does come off your fingers really easy. It washes right off. And sometimes I'll even streak it on the surface like this. You can barely see it. It just gives a little bit of shimmer. You can do that in a few places. It doesn't take much. And I'm going to do it to both the front and the back side edges. It's just kind of a finishing touch. And I'm going to put a little bit more of the gold streaks on the back side since he doesn't have the hair and the eyes in the butterfly. So I'm just giving it a little bit more. I feel like I can't, I feel like I can't see. Or that you can't see, but hopefully you can see. So I'm just continuing around the edge of this bunny. Doesn't even have to be perfect. Perfectly imperfect. Okay, can you see them? Hopefully you can see the gold on it. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I feel like it doesn't stick to the sponge very well. You can get this stuff at your craft stores. I've seen it at several of them. Metallic, what did I say it was called? Metallic Luster, Lustre, by Deco Art. You can go to Deco Art's website and see all the, I think you can order it right from them too. Deco Art. I'll give him some streaks. And let's do the back side. He's super handsome. I'm just going around the edge. Streaking in some of it. See, it's just streaked in spots. That way he'll look good from the front side and the back side. It's cute. I think we're done with that. I think we may be done with the whole set. I'm just going to put the lids back on these. It dries pretty quickly, so see them, how cute they are. Do you like them? Can you see their shimmers when you tilt the light? They look cute. And here's the back sides. And they're still cute just like that too. Doo-doo-doo. Try to get my fingers out of the way. There we are. Cute little bunnies. Cute little bunnies. Ready for the summer garden, I think. Adorable. All right, that is one set of bunnies down, 4 more to go. I got some papers already picked out, so I'll probably keep working on them, or I'll just keep doing them on lives, but I do think I want to do some pickup trucks tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do that, and so come back and watch tomorrow morning. Let's see. I wasn't frozen. Where did you get your wax? The metallic wax you can get at any craft store. I've seen them in Joann's. I've seen it in Hobby Lobby. I haven't looked at Michael's, but they probably carry it. It's Deco Art. You can even go to their website, DECOART. Just Google Deco Art, and it's called Metallic Luster. And it's a wax metallic finish is what they're calling it. A wax metallic finish. And they have several colors. That one I used was the Gold Rush. I've used the champagne a lot. That was my first one I got, was the champagne. And then the iced coffee gives it more of a dirty brown look, but still has a little bit of luster to it. So that's pretty if you want to do more of a, a dirty look. So isn't it pretty? And even if I streaked in some of the brown in here, the iced espresso, I think would also bring in some more depth to it, which we could try that. I want to see what it looks like. I'm kind of curious. I'm just going to put some on a sponge and even do streaks of it amongst the gold streaks. It's going to look pretty. I can get it to stick to my sponge. It has some shimmer to it, but not as much as the gold. But I do like the streaking. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. So that's kind of pretty. You don't want to put too much on the front because you don't want to cover up your paper. The trick is getting it to stick to my sponge. I almost need to use my finger, but I can get thinner stripes by using the sponge edge. So this is adding a little bit more depth to it, which is pretty. I'm not putting as much as the gold on, but it's still pretty. It just doesn't want to stick to my sponge. Anyway, it's pretty. It just has a deeper shimmer, brown shimmer versus the gold, but so pretty. There you go. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, God willing. And happy chalking. Yep, Amazon has it. Everybody that sells crafts has it, I think so. And even their own website. If you're lucky enough, to get it on sale at a craft store, that's great. So, happy chalking, and I will chalk with you later. Bye.